now with a new rule as he's down at the 5th. Here's Thomas. Play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defense is the defensive line and their ability to stop a run game. But if you have a massive nose tackle or a nose guard who can sit in the middle and eat up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
And he's got nobody else. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st down, this is Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And he's got room. The 40, 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add two more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking,
blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Close to the goal line, the defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback...
Look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
4 down. Move the team. Mike 20.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and chip.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they take over here 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the... And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for San Diego. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Pressure threw it incomplete. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just want them to say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver from a yard out. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up in it, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, the try here for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
You know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got? Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 71 yards. And this
Heard a coach talking.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now San Diego getting set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 85 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. On first down, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Chargers offense continues to... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 61 yards. And this Charger... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And cuts out right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it. Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's a sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just...
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their big tight end, 83 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. When they drew that up... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Now San Diego getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the...
Does the big boy have the juice? And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And a cutback right sideline. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. In the slot on the right is Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 2nd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver, 78 yards. And this Chargers offense, oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from. But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is fielded at the 27. Stiff-armed him. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 66 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And a cutback right sideline. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete outright to Kearse. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers defense now getting set and taking the field. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
And the interception the last drive, what will happen here?
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's for
this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got some space here. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th. Puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 4th down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill, is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got it at the 15. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 32 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument, then you could say on the others. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. 10 yards to go on third. On third down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. One last shot for Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just
accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.